Hey guys, this is the Goldfish, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Today we're attempting to land on the sun. You heard me. We're attempting to land on the sun. Basically what I've done is I've got this little capsule here with a very big engine, and I've hacked infinite fuel into the game. So obviously I'm going to have an infinite amount of fuel, and now I want to see if... because otherwise usually this would cost so much fuel and so much thrust that it would be virtually impossible. I mean, I'm sure it is possible, but the rocket you're gonna have to take with you to you know, be able to do this will be enough to crash Kerbal Space Program 10 times in a row, you know? And then the question is still if we can actually even touch the sun, which is of course what we're testing today. In fact, we're bringing our orbit in here. We don't have a periapsis anymore, only an apoapsis. And it almost seems like the sun is... Well, I mean, judging by our orbit here, it almost seems like the sun is... how would you put it? Almost like a projection. You can go straight through it. But yeah, so what I'm doing now is obviously slowing myself down. As you can see here, my fuel is not running out. This fuel that has run out, I basically just launched it on the launch pad, and then while it was firing up into the air, I activated infinite fuel. Wonder what happens if we take this off. Oh yeah, see, if we take that off, it's going to start draining again, which is not what we want. So yeah, that's the only cheat I currently have on. I mean, obviously we want, what does it say here? We want breakable joints, we want crash damage, because obviously we're testing if we can touch the sun. So, you know, if it's going to kill us, then we should need to know that for our test. But yeah, so it seems like we've actually already passed our apoapsis here, which is not good. It means we're going to come crashing down to the sun soon. I'm hoping we can slow ourselves down enough, which is obviously another test I'm doing here, if you can actually, you know, slow yourself down enough with a single engine. I wanted 3 engines at first, but you know, you have that what's it called, like a stacked coupler, which has 3 outputs. Well, that isn't big enough for these big engines, so I decided to first just try it with this engine, and we can always see later. But as you can see here, we're at about 3,500 kilometers. So that's like 3.5 million meters, if my math is correct, but it may be wrong. Of course, we've been to the sun before, we've crashed into it before, but we didn't try to slow ourselves down any back then. So, you know, this time we're on a mission to try and land. I didn't bring any landing legs either, because the landing legs are kind of too... how would you put it? Too small. They won't reach the ground if we put it on the rocket. So that's why we don't have any landing legs with us. We seem to be slowing down faster now, though, which is good. I'm not sure if this is slowing down, though. Our rate of descent. And at the same time, I'm kind of worrying, should I show you guys this image? But then you just get a black dot and a white light. But if I show you guys this image, then you just get a rocket and you don't get a picture of the sun. So I'll try and keep the view kind of like this. See, so 35,000 meters per second. That's fast, by the way. You must imagine 35,000 meters is 35 kilometers. You know? 35 kilometers per second. That's not per hour. That means, let me quickly get my calculator. 35 kilometers per second would be 2,100 kilometers per minute, which is 126,000 kilometers per hour. And I'm not sure what that translates to miles per hour, because obviously, you know, there are a lot of people that use miles that watch these videos, but you know, you'll have to do the math yourself. 126,000 kilometers per hour. That's fast. That's about... no, not really. It's almost half of the speed of sound. So, I believe the speed of sound is 300,000 kilometers per hour. Or Or was that the speed of light? I don't know. I'm confused now. The speed of light was 3 million? Oh, I don't even remember. I don't know. I learned this once upon a time in school, but I've forgotten. Our little yellow marker's starting to point upwards here, which could be considered a good thing, could be considered a bad thing. We can't fast forward, so this is gonna take a while. And at the same time, I don't want to, you know, cut the video here, because sometimes things can suddenly happen, you know, very rapidly. Change can happen rapidly. And I want you guys to be able to see, obviously, what's happening. I must say, this is the longest part of the mission so far. Getting to the sun itself was pretty easy, because, well, with a tiny little rocket like this, you're out of the atmosphere in no time. With, like, a giant engine, we've got infinite fuel, so that's not an issue. And at the same time, you know, I didn't even have to go into orbit, because it just sent me straight out of Kerbin's sphere of influence. Let's try and keep talking here, because obviously this little rocket again is very light and it's got a lot of thrust. So yeah. Okay, we're about 16,000 meters per second. We're about to, well, we're almost at 300 kilometers. 3,000 kilometers, my bad. Okay. I think we can slow ourselves down enough in time, definitely. Whether or not we can actually touch the surface, I'm wondering though. But currently things are looking pretty stable, so I think I'm gonna cut the video anyway, because obviously you guys don't want to see this forever. So be right back. Right, we're slowing down very quickly now, actually. You know, 8,000 meters per second. Things are going well. Very well indeed. We're still actually pretty high up, though. I mean, we've still got more than 2 million, or yeah, more than 2 million meters to go till we're actually at the surface. So, you know, once we've slowed ourselves down enough, or at least still a steady pace, I think I'm gonna let us descend some more before we start burning again. However, I am going to be making quick saves, so that if we mess something up, we can go back and fix it, obviously. So, 3,000 meters per second. Look at this. We're almost going to be ascending again. How awesome is that? But again, I've been burning here for I don't know how long, and you'd need so much fuel if you were doing this legit, that it just would not be realistic. You know. So, 1,000 meters per second. Look at this go. This is going. Oh, yeah, okay. So now we're ascending again, or I mean, our speed is ascending. No, okay, it's decreasing. We want it to be about just steady. So now it's decreasing very slowly. Okay, now it's ascending slowly again. There we go. So now it's pretty much, yeah, our speed is pretty consistent. It's starting to ascend again, but whatever. What I'm going to do first now is quickly make a quick save. There we go. Let's let this just quickly head down to the sun a little. I don't remember at what point the sun, however, blew us up last time, so let's see here. Let's get ready to throttle up though. I don't want to get our speed going over like 1.5 thousand meters per second. Of course, if I throttle up, that'll be down in no time. But at the same time, you know, we've got to keep things under control. Got to keep things steady. Oh, we cannot warp faster than 1 time. So this is going to be a very long and boring trip for me then, I guess. Let's try and keep this about at a constant 800 meters per second, and then I'll get back to you guys when we make some more progress. So we have made a quick save, so I think what I'm gonna do, just to try and speed this process up a little. You guys know I'm a very impatient man. I'm gonna just let this sort of sink to 100 or to 1,000 kilometers. and then try, obviously, slow ourselves down again. So, and if it really gets to like 10,000 meters per second or something, I'm gonna have to slow ourselves down. But you know, till then, I don't know. We're just gonna let it sort of do its thing. Let it drop straight down into the sun. I mean, how awesome is this? Look at that. We still have that whole distance to go there. So, oh well. Here goes nothing, I guess. This is a long process. Even when I'm just letting it drop down, this number is going down so slowly. Really, it's a very gruesome process. I'd like to land in that crater there over there. That would be cool though. Although it seems we're going to be landing on nothing in particular. Or not that I can see in any case. Maybe it's just because the light is so bright that we can't see anything. But like that area over there looks very interesting. Imagine that squad hid a a, what would you call it? An Easter egg here somewhere on the sun. And you had to cheat like we're doing now to get there. No, I don't think that would be a good idea. Don't do that, squad. Right, we're almost at about 1.5 thousand kilometers, so I think I'm gonna start slowing myself down again slightly, just because I don't want to end up smashing into the sun, obviously. So I'm gonna slow myself down again, and then once we've done that, I think I'm gonna do another quick save, and I'm just gonna let it do its thing again. Ooh. Sorry if I just gave you an epileptic fit. You know what also gives you an epileptic fit? If you're looking this way. There, look at that. I don't know why, but something with loading the picture of that is space. Something glitches out when you look straight up. I guess it's the radiation from the sun. No, I'm kidding. So, we've almost slowed ourselves down again here. I guess we'll stop at about 800,000 meters again. Oh, wait, we're already at like 500. Okay, fine. Let's cut off the engine. Let's quick save. And then we'll let the sun pull us towards it again. Let's do something risky. Let's go fly above the sun. This is fun. We gotta do something while we're falling. I mean, come on. But this is... I just love how, like, the sun just lights up the bottom of the glass there. I think that's awesome. Let's get a screenshot of that. I may use that as the thumbnail. But then again... Oh god, what's happening? Are we... Oh. Wow. We've been to the sun before, like I said. And I think I may have actually used that as a thumbnail then. But I believe this is the closest we've ever been to the sun. Because last time... I thought I was at 3,000 meters from the sun, but I made a mistake. It was 3,000 kilometers. Like right now we're 1,300 kilometers away from the sun. And obviously not meters. So, I don't know. That's the mistake I made last time. So, we're closer to the sun than I've ever been before. I guess I made the mistake because it just looks like you're so close to the sun already. But then again, 3,000 meters is not high, so I don't know. I was excited back then. Let a boy have his dreams. We're getting closer. We've passed the 100,000 or the 1,000 kilometers. We're like... wait a second. Hold on. What am I seeing here? This is 1, 2, 3... something. How many meters is this? This is 890,000 meters. Oh, so we're still at 890 kilometers now. Hold on, so my counting was still wrong. Oh boy. Numbers are confusing, trust me. But yeah, so this is gonna be dropping again, and I'll I just wanted to say that, you know, we're on the meter counter now. Really, we've gotten a lot closer to the sun from where we started at like 3,000 kilometers, you know, but it really doesn't seem like we've gotten any closer. It doesn't look like we got any closer. You know, I'm not sure if that's just because of the large distance or what it is, but it just, I don't know. There's something fishy going on here. I don't know, I guess we'll see once we get even closer. I mean, if this is 0 meters and it still looks like we're this high, then we know that something's wrong. But, you know, if not, we'll see. But this is declining, is that the right word? Pretty quickly now, actually. Once we get to 4,000 meters here, I'm going to start slowing ourselves down again. I don't know, I may want to keep you guys with me this time, because it seems like things are speeding up now. And I'm not just talking about our speed. I'm talking about, you know, I'm talking about how quickly everything is happening. Yeah. Talking is not easy. So we're at 400,000 meters. You know what? Let this quickly sink down. Let's do a quick save. We can save this if we want to, you know, if it goes wrong now. The trick is to do a quick save at the right moment, because if you're obviously quick saving after you've already messed up, then you can load the quick save all you want, but, you know, it won't help because you're already doomed to fail anyway. So sort of like, should I make a quick save or not? Yes, okay, I can still save things from here. So yes, this would be a good time to make a quick save, you know what I mean? So 200,000 meters. Well, no, actually 250 more or less now. I'm rounding off, obviously. But it's increasing pretty quickly again. And yet again, it doesn't seem like we're getting any closer to the sun whatsoever. Ah, well. That's still decreasing. Should I start slowing ourselves down again? Once we get to 100,000 meters, I'm going to start slowing ourselves down. Because obviously, things are about to go sour if we don't. Okay, so let's start slowing ourselves down here. 90,000 meters. Oh, yeah, okay. $60,000 meters. 40, 39. And again, you see, I want to keep you guys with me because I'm not sure at what point it registers like, okay, the sun's killed you. Or, you know, obviously, maybe you can land on the sun, who knows. So we're at 18,000 meters. Yeah, things are getting dangerous now. We're at 10,000 meters, 9,000, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I want to slow ourselves down a lot. We're going up? Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but you know, whatever. It's just, see, because it still looks like we're much higher up. So now I want to just slow ourselves down so that we're obviously, I want to be going about like 40 meters per second or something. But I'm not sure if I can get that happening because obviously we're already going at a very high speed. If we throttle up too much now, then we're going to start going back up, which is not what we want. So it seems like our only constant speed we can get is like 340 meters per second. See, because now we're going back up, which is not what we want. What we got to do, however, I guess we got to point more this way. Would this help if we fire it? Yes. This here is slowing us down. Okay, this is what we were looking for. What? Okay. 1,300 meters. And that was like right in the air. You saw it. Went on EVA, boarded, exploded due to overheating. Okay. So, there is no landing on the sun because it just says you overheat. Okay, well then that was an interesting experience. I mean, you can go back and enter slower, but it's just like you can't land on Joule. because, you know, you can come in at a half a meter per second, but because of the pressure from the gas clouds on Joule, you'll end up exploding, or it'll say you crashed into the clouds or whatever. And here obviously it says you overheated, so there's no landing on the sun. No matter how much fuel you have with you, how much thrust you have, there's no way to land on the sun. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. It was a fun experiment, and I'll see you guys next time.